What's up guys? Unboxing first impressions time. This time around I have brand new fragrances that I talked to you guys about a week or two ago on a news video. They're right here. I have this box here which came separately for some reason, and I have this huge box. They're all from Macy's. It's not a Macy's sponsored video, but you can find these new releases at Macy's.com. So guys, without any further ado, stick around. Let's check these out. Welcome back to another video. Max Forti, unboxing first impression time. Again, it came in two boxes for some reason. I ordered them all at the same time, but I guess sometimes they come from different spots. Let's see what we have here. I have an idea what they are. Of course, I ordered them online. This is the new Hugo Boss Bottled Limited Edition, which is the Eau de Parfum 2021 release. I don't know if there's any difference here from the other one that was released last year. Anyway, we'll check it out in a second. We'll talk about notes. We'll talk about what I get out of it. Then I have this huge box here, which I think there's like 5+ fragrances in here. So I don't quite remember what I got because I'm constantly ordering things, whether from fragrancebuy.ca, whether from Macy's, whether from Nordstrom. I'm always testing and trying new things. A little noisy, sorry about that if it's too much feedback. But yeah, I'm always trying and testing new things, so sometimes I even forget what I got, but I think these are all 2021 releases. So lots of goodies in here. Again, this is from Macy's, lots of samples in here, tons of samples. We've got the new Acqua Profondo lights, which is getting a lot of limelights right now. We have another one here. This is Midnight from Ellis. Now this one, I haven't heard anything about it, so all of these are gonna be blind buys and trying for the first time, but Midnight from Ellis, I've heard nothing, no one's talking about it, so I'm curious about that one. We have the new The Most Wanted from Azzaro. I'm very curious about this one here, guys. I did a review for you guys, I think a year ago, and it just blew my mind. That was an Aventus kind of a fragrance. This one here, Explorer Ultra Brew from Montblanc. It could be Aventus Goes Marine, Aventus Goes Blue. Let's find out soon enough. And then last but not least, we have John Varvatos XX Artisan. I did a review for you guys on XX per Homme, but I have not tried the XX Artisan. I love the Artisan Pure, so I'm very, very curious to try this one. So let me get this box out of here. Everything else here is just, free gifts that they send you, a whole bunch of samples. No more fragrance. Let me take this out of here, crack these open, and share them with you right now. All right, so we got 6 fragrances to go through. Like I said, first time smelling these, never tried them. We're gonna start with this one right here, Ellis Midnight, which is an eau de toilette. Like, when was the last time you guys heard of a Ellis fragrance? It's been a minute for me. I haven't seen anybody in any of the channels talking about Ellis fragrances in quite a while. I think Ellis 360 Red is probably the one that gets most talks because it's compared to Acqua, the original EDT. This one here, from what I see here, it seems to me it's going to be like a dark type of a scent, due to the Midnight name and the color scheme here, dark. So I'm thinking it's going to be rather a dark scent, probably for evening wear, but let's check it out. All right, so the case is going to be this black case, which has almost like a rubbery feel to it. There's Ellis is a little bit embossed into the box itself. Ellis Midnight is going to be this matte finish dark bottle with a plastic heavy cap. Nothing to it. I'm just hoping that the scent will be one of those cheapy but goodies. Although this wasn't very cheap. I think I paid about $68 for this 100 ml, give or take. Little weak spray as well. Okay, so the smell is a very run-of-the-mill, sweet tonka type of a scent. It's gonna be in the vicinity of your Versace Eros, your Wanted by Night. It's their version of the evening wear, night out, romantic date type of a scent, which I'll be honest with you, I would not pick this up retail. I would wait for it to be offered on the discount websites because for the most part, you're gonna be able to probably pick this up for like 25, 30 bucks. So this is Ellis Midnight. Not a bad scent, but more of your sweet tonka ambroxan vanilla kind of a scent, but emphasis on the ambroxan / tonka beans. I'm gonna just take a quick note on the actual notes, just so cross-reference with my nose here. Apple, mandarin oranges, cinnamon, rosemary, geranium, orange blossom, amber, vanilla wood, and tonka bean. Like I said, more of the same. Next up we have, let's do this one right here. It's called Bottled United. It's a limited edition, as they talk about it's being a limited edition. This is going to be, I don't know, the millionth flanker of Hugo Boss bottle. I lost count by now. I think it's well over the 30 mark of flankers. But, you know, could be one of those things, guys. Could be one of those that it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna be something different. I'm hoping. That's why I pick it up. But for the most part, I'm, you know, expecting the worst and hoping for the best. So let's check this one out. Not gonna look at the notes yet. Let's just take it for a test drive. I do like the bottle though. It's really cool. It's got this chrome, not silver, but like this dark graphite slash chrome kind of a vibe. Hugo Boss is written in black over here and it's embossed. Really nice, as you can expect. You've seen one, you've seen them all. All the Hugo Boss bottles are the same, except for the color scheme. So sprayers on these are actually pretty good. This is nice. I think this is definitely a step up from the Ellis, as you would expect with Hugo Boss being a better brand. This is nicer, more well-rounded, more refined, better quality, smoother, creamier. I like this. I also get sweetness tonka. There's definitely a lot of common elements. I think there's red apple here. But there's something in here, could be vetiver. There's something green in the fragrance here that's actually making it very nice for me. I'm liking this one. If it's a limited edition, even more so, you know, to pick it up. If you have a collection, if you collect Hugo Boss bottles, it's gonna be one that you definitely should consider checking out. Very sweet and fruity here. I'm liking this one. Let's look at the notes here for Hugo Boss United. So 2021 release, and it has 3 notes: blood orange, peppermint, and amber. Although I pick up apple in here, which is common to this particular collection of the Boss bottles. Don't get much of the mint, to be honest with you. I talk about peppermint here, but it's really not that refreshing. What I'm getting mostly here is the orange slash red apple with some sweet tonka coming to play and some green nuances. It's a nice scent. It's an all year round, great for the office, signature scent. Even some blue nuances here, definitely. Oh, there's some more notes here actually. Okay, so online here, it's actually giving me only 3 notes, but at the back of the actual box itself, it's telling me that it has blood orange, apple accord, peppermint, lavender, amberwood, vetiver, orange sanguine. That's about it. So yeah, I definitely get the fruity, the apple, the orange, definitely. I get more vetiver green, you know, accord than the peppermint. I don't get peppermint at all. I do get this nice lavender coming through now that I read this. It's a sweet, playful lavender as opposed to like a fougere, more mature lavender. Really nice scent, playful, youthful. Good one if you don't have this kind of a scent in your collection. Definitely one to pick up. It's one of those, you know, dumb reach, you're gonna smell good. Next up, we're gonna go with this one right here, The Most Wanted from Azzaro. I think this is like the 6th flanker, if I'm not mistaken, or 5th flanker in the collection. Again, these companies just keep popping them left and right. I guess we keep buying them, they keep popping them. This one here is an all dark matte finish bottle. I do like the bottle. Haven't looked at the notes now, but I looked at the notes when I did the you know, new fragrances that I'm looking forward to trying. I did talk about this. And it looked interesting from the notes, and this is gonna be, like I said, a matte finish. This is actually plastic, it's not really metal. A little bit on a cheapy side here. The bottle itself, the cap I think is going to be metal. It is a plastic with a little slight thin layer of metal. The sprayers, pretty good on the Azzaro Wanted line. Let's see what we get out of this one, guys. Okay, so this one here in the same vein as this fragrance here, in the same vein as the Wanted by Night. This one here, The Most Wanted. It's a nice scent, but it's rather light. I was expecting something a little darker, a little more pungent, a little stronger. I think somewhere where I read in the advertisement for this fragrance, it said that this was going to be the strongest and darkest of all of the Wanteds. Hence the fact, The Most Wanted. And I have to disagree. I think that Wanted by Night is actually darker and sweeter and more pungent, which could be a good thing. If you thought that was a little bit too much and you wanted something a little lighter, a little more, you know, subdued, not as playful, not as like loud, this would be a good choice. Let's look at the note breakdown for this one, guys. So this one here, 2021 released by L'Oreal, as Azzaro was purchased by L'Oreal, I think, about a year ago. This has Guatemalan cardamom, toffee, bourbon vanilla, and vetiver. I like it. I think it's, like I said, it's a little bit subdued, but it's in the same genre and vein as those, you know, Spice Bomb, you know, the Night Vision, or Versace Eros. It's the same thing with the play on the tonka, the ambroxan, sweet vanillas. It's that same kind of a scent. I was expecting to have a little more of that bourbon vetiver, which was really what was making me curious about this one. The vetiver here is quite light. It's not smoky, it's not earthy. It's not the kind of vetiver that's mature and the kind of vetiver that I like. It's more of a, like I say, playful vanilla tonka ambroxan type of a scent. More of the same. Not one that I would wear myself too much. It's something that perhaps, you know, somebody in their 20s and early 30s would wear. It's good for night out, for, you know, if you're going out clubbing, if you're going on a date, if you want something sweet, sassy, and sensual, check this out. If you already have these kind of fragrances in your collection, it will be redundant. Next up, we're gonna go with Explorer Ultra Blue. Now this one here, I have really high hopes for because I'm hoping that it's not gonna be another dupe. You know, Explorer was a good Aventus clone, if you will, but it had this really nice bergamot. And if you go back a few years ago, Montblanc was duped by Creed, believe it or not, because Montblanc Individuel came before Original Santal, which has a very uncanny resemblance with that particular fragrance. So it was a way of Montblanc giving back to Creed with Montblanc Explorer. This one here, I'm hoping it's not going to be another clone. Hopefully it's just something new, something great for spring and summer. Right now we're late May, so you know, about a month from now, summer will be officially here. So I'm hoping this is going to be a good one for the warm season. If you're somewhere where it's always warm, you're going to enjoy this one. Let's see. So the bottle looks really cool. Very similar to the original, although I think the original Explorer has a better cap. This is just a plastic cap, doesn't even have the emblem up top. It does have the leatherette kind of a feel on the actual, you know, enveloping of the fragrance. The little, you know, Montblanc, you know, emblem at the face of the bottle. The sprayers on these are actually pretty good from what I remember. Very nice distribution. Let's see what we get of Ultra Blue. This is nice, guys, and I'll be honest with you right now, from just the first spray, it is my favorite of all fragrances up to this point because it's not a clone, it's not reminding me of other things. This one was good, but it's still not unique enough. This one here is quite nice. This could be the next best thing for the summer this year, guys. I'm really enjoying his on paper. Of course, I gotta wear it on skin. It's got this nice, sharp citrus. It's fruity, it's citrus, it's a little bit sweet, but it's mostly sparkly and fizzy. I'm liking the opening here. It's quite sharp and quite strong. Let's look at the notes. So if you recall from my news video, this was comprised by 3 great noses, Jordi Fernandez, Olivier Pechot, and Antoine Massandu. And it has a melange of citruses up top with Italian bergamot, citrus fruits, pink pepper, which again, sharp, you know, citrus, fruity, and sharp. A little spicy, marine notes, ambergris, which gives this like nice salty kind of a vibe in fragrances. Indonesian patchouli, which is gonna be a green dry patchouli. Woody notes, which could be anything, which I'm thinking it's vetiver. And there's a leather facet here they're talking about, which is hardly noticeable. But it's nice. It's a very nice, like I said, sharp, citrus, fruity, peppery kind of a scent. Really enjoying this one. If it's gonna, I think from the paper here, it's actually gonna have good performance. I can't wait to wear this on skin. It's gonna be on the same vein as your Chanel Allure Homme Sport or Versace Pour Homme with some minute changes. It's similar to that fragrance, so if you like that genre, you're gonna enjoy this one. I'm gonna leave the Acqua di Gio for last because this is the one that I have the highest hopes for, and everybody loves Acqua di Gio. So let's talk about Varvatos XX Artisan, which is actually technically from last year. I didn't have a chance to try this fragrance. I did do the XX Homme for you guys. So let's try this one out and see what we get out of this one. I'm hoping it's a good one. You know, Varvatos, always known for good fragrances. I think Rodrigo Fleury-Rowe was the nose behind this one. He's the in-house perfumer for Varvatos. And they're always great fragrances. The only beef that we in the community have with Varvatos fragrances is actually the performance. The bottle looks really, really cool. Very similar to the Artisan. The only difference here is obviously this is gonna be like a silver color as opposed to that wick light cream, you know, white, off-white that we have in the original Artisan. It's got the XX John Varvatos up top, information at the bottom. Really liking it. Metal cap, which is nice. I mean, Varvatos puts good quality stuff, you know, it's just, I wish performance was better on these fragrances. So let's take it for a test drive. Sprays are good, quite strong. And as I suspected, a nice, aromatic and spicy. Quite good, quite citrus as well. Fruity. But I think it's gonna be a lot lighter than Ultra Blue, for example. Right off the bat here on the paper, and I sprayed quite a lot as you guys saw it. It seems like it's gonna be very close to the skin. Let's look at the notes. This one here has notes of bergamot, bitter orange, geranium, Nepalese Sichuan pepper, absinthe, wormwood. I guess I can see that, a little bitterness. Not so much of a boozy, but I get like a bitterness, green kind of a feel. Vetiver, musk, and cedarwood. This one here, not really blowing my mind, guys. I think so far, along with the Perry Ellis here, my least favorites of the bunch. Not really feeling this one. Let's go to the last one here, guys, Acqua di Gio. And again, don't pay retail for these if you don't have to, guys. Check them out. You know, you guys know Fragrance By That Say always has your cover, has your back. So wait a little longer and you can find all these fragrances at great discount, 40, 50, 60, sometimes even 70% off retail. Acqua di Gio Profondo Lights is one that I had high hopes for. Profondo was okay. You know, I think it was a nice little marine aquatic take, you know, heavier marine take on the original Acqua di Gio. Nothing incredibly outstanding, but a good scent. Like I said on my review, if you don't have any aquatic fragrances and you're looking for a great blue aquatic fragrance to rock in the warm season, it's a great one to check out. Now this one here, I'm hoping that even though the name says lights, from what I saw in the notes, actually seems like it's gonna be a little heavier than Profondo. I like the box here. It's got this gradient coloring on the lettering. It's the same color as Profondo, but it's got this gradient shiny on the letters. I went with a smaller bottle just because these aren't cheap. I think this was like $78 or 75 bucks for the small bottle. And I didn't know if I was gonna love it or not. So it's like, let me go with the small and then, you know, we'll see what happens. So sprayers are always great with Giorgio Armani. They always do a great job. And this is a nice freaking smelling fragrance, guys. These guys, you know, they do their job. They, you know, from what I understand from talking to, you know, creative directors, perfumers, they do a lot of group studies to find out what people like. So when it comes to mass appeal, when it comes to crowd pleasing scents, these are no joke. They're gonna do the job. And as I said, from a first impression standpoint, the opening here is amazing. It smells really good. It's fruity, it's citrus, it's a little minty even. It's just grabbing you. It's got an aquatic tinge riding the composition. It's got it all. It's gonna hit you from all different angles in the right way. You're gonna like the way this smells. There's no questions about it. If you smell this from an assay, from a sales associate in the store, chances are you're gonna pick up a bottle. And of course, the nose behind this one, the master of mass appeal, Alberto Maria's himself. Notes here are green mandarin orange, cardamom, marine notes, lavender, rosemary, cypress, mastic absolute, balsamic notes, vetiver, patchouli, and cedarwood. Is this groundbreaking? Is this something brand new? Of course not. It's a citrus, aquatic, aromatic scent. There's not going to be anything that you can do here much to change unless they infused like a tequila note and gave it like a gin and tonic vibe or a mojito vibe with the mint, but which is not the case here. This is more of the same, give or take. It reminds me of Eau Fresh, I think from last year, from Yves Saint Laurent, with some minute changes. You know, the cypress here along with the rosemary will give this scent. It's starting to come through now. A very herbal and green undertone. You do have the marine vibe that you get with the original Profondo. So it's a variant of Profondo, but nothing really too drastically changed. It does smell good. Now that it's starting to develop here on the paper, I'm not liking it as much, but the initial blast, like I said, on the introduction alone, it smells amazing. It's uplifting. It's one of those, when you're looking for a great scent to pick you up in the summertime, to smell fresh and appealing, this is gonna do it. It's gonna be one of those blind buys, you know, blind reach, dumb reach, to just smell good. You can't go wrong with these fragrances. So that's all I have for you guys today. Nothing really crazy, groundbreaking. Again, this is all designer, it's not niche, so chances to find groundbreaking stuff, it's slim to none. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these. What are your thoughts on these fragrances? Any other 2020/2021 that you guys want me to review or do a first impression for you guys on the channel? Comment down below. Go crazy in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Good, bad, or indifferent. I want to hear your thoughts, guys. As always, if you guys appreciate me keeping you in the know, doing these unboxing for you guys, reviews, top videos, you name it, show me in the support, guys. Leave me a like, touch the subscribe button for more, and hit the little bell icon so you guys stay in the know in the fragrance world. As always, guys, Details below, savings, whatever I got for you guys. And you can also try the new fragrances if you don't want to buy them, even at discount, at perfume.com. Again, all details below. As always, guys, remember, fragrance is emotion. Choose them wisely and wear them well. I'll see you guys right back here again with another one very soon. Take care.